Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been awesome. Of course, it's my birthday. How could it not be great? And you read the title. Today we are doing the top 10 Overwatch streamers that should be in the Overwatch League. Now I thought pretty hard about this and I also asked a lot of you guys on my Discord who you would like to see in this video. I'm sure some of you guys may disagree with my picks, but I do feel like it would be very interesting to see any of these players in the Overwatch League. And I also went to all of their streams to see if any of them were live, and we did get some responses as to whether or not they want to join the league or if they just prefer to stream. And well, we got some interesting responses from them. And real quick, before we do hop in the video, I just want to let all of you guys know I am going to be doing a birthday stream tonight on Twitch. I'm going to be dropping a ton of leaks, guys, specifically that has to do with expansion teams and picking up new players. Link will be down below. Go follow. And now I'm done with the intro, boys. Let's hop into this list. And we're starting off with KINGmykL, who was actually partnered with the Philadelphia Fusion. They sponsor him as a streamer. So for him, if he ever did feel like he would want to join the league, maybe he could just reach out to the Philadelphia Fusion and ask for a tryout. I'm sure they'd be willing to give him one. Now the question is though, for KINGmykL, does he actually want to join the league? Because I went on his stream and I asked him what he thought about this video and what he thinks about being on it and what his response to it is. And well, this was it, guys. Check it out.
Here are my top 10 list of Overwatch streamers that should be in Overwatch League. Is there anything you want to say for the video? Like if you want to join Overwatch League or anything else? Dude, to be honest, I don't really have anything to say to that. I don't like, the only thing that I can say to that is I don't want to really be in Overwatch League. I'd rather stream. I fucking love my chat, dude, and I fucking love the stream. Fucking love streaming. I would never give that up for Overwatch League.
So this was his response, guys, and it seems like KINGmykL has absolutely no plans, doesn't even want to be in the Overwatch League because he enjoys streaming and he thinks that's the route for him in his life. And I definitely respect that 100%, but he's so damn good and I feel like there could be a place for him in the Overwatch League if he really practiced and grinded hard. That is okay though if he decides never to join the Overwatch League because he is a great content creator. He has some amazing tutorials on YouTube. Search him up, guys. He plays a great tracer. Go watch his stream. You could learn a lot from him. His link will be down below. And be sure, go down, comment what you think about KINGmykL not wanting to join the Overwatch League. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's how he feels. And now let's go ahead and move on to the next player. And we are talking about craggy. Now, I know most of you guys know who he is, but if you don't, he is a European player and he has played professionally before. He's just never made it to the league. He's also a pretty popular streamer. He sits around 500 to 1,000 viewers consistently. He plays DPS. His tracer specifically is his best hero in my opinion. And as I said, he did play as a pro and he has a really good accomplishment. The best one being in Overwatch Contenders Season 1 in Europe with British Hurricane, where he took down first place. And then also at that event beat the Philadelphia Fusion's university roster that has been dominating North America. So he's definitely accomplished some amazing things as a player. And out of all the players on this list, he might be the most realistic one in joining the Overwatch League just because he's really skilled and he doesn't have any attitude issues. He hasn't been in the league yet. He's never been banned. He just has no drama around his name. And I mean, he literally proved he was on the best team in Europe. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're a DPS player, and he was also known as one of the best players on that team. So it is like super realistic for craggy to join the Overwatch League. And I also did a list of top 10 players not in the Overwatch League before Season 1, and I actually put craggy on that list. That's how highly I think of him, and he's been really successful throughout his entire career. There's only one problem. After he did win that first season with British Hurricane in Overwatch Contender Season 1 Europe, he decided to take a break from professional play. I don't know what this was about. To be honest, I think he was just a little burned out and he wanted to focus on streaming, having some fun, and taking the game easier. Now, I don't know how that would affect him trying to join the Overwatch League. Some teams might not like it, but I still feel like he could get in there easily. And now moving on to the next player, I might get some crap for this, but we have Caffrey. And now hear me out, guys. I think Caffrey's a pretty damn good Widowmaker. If you go and watch professional players in the league, play ranked games, and play Widowmaker, Caffrey honestly matches up to them. He's always been top 500 throughout his entire streaming career. I've never seen him drop below GM, and he just does have really good aim. Like, there's no doubt about that. You cannot deny it. No matter how much you dislike him or like him, his aim is good. And we also seen him transition into Realm Royale, and he was a top tier professional player there. So I feel like if he really committed his time into grinding hard and got some trials for Overwatch League, there could potentially be a chance he makes it. And it would definitely be interesting because, as I said, he's got great aim. He can play that Widowmaker. I don't know about his other heroes, but if he joined the league as a Widowmaker specialist, he could do decent, guys. And well, I asked him about this and he had a funny response. I really liked his response. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Kip, you're on my top 10 list of Overwatch streamers not in Overwatch League. Do you have anything to say for the video? Oh, come on, Mikkel.
It was kind of like all luck, though.
Why you gotta get me roasted like that? You already know every single person is just gonna talk about how fucking trash I am, how I'm a Widow one trick, how I'm worse than every Widow. Dude, come on. Why are you gonna subject me to that level of torture? You are the best Widow outside of Overwatch League and contenders. Ah. Mykl, is your goal to get people to hate you? And me? Fuck, dude. What do I have to say? I don't know, dude. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Like, I don't even know how to word it. I would just say it'd be cool to be given at least a scrim block, a map. Like, don't rule me out with at least trying me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got none.
Like, everybody's quick to say I'm shit, but no one's actually tried me.
Unnecessary ghost dash.
When I was with Liquid, I had top 4 in all the tournaments that I was actually playing in, with the exception of the map I subbed in. We got 8th. And then when I was with the team at the Philadelphia Fusion Showcase in July at LAN, went 18-0, didn't drop a map, undefeated. So I mean, I don't know. I guess just like, I don't know, man. You gotta at least give me a chance. You know what I mean?
So there it is, guys, Caffrey's response. I know it was a little long, but I feel like it was justified. Everything he said made sense. You know, he's kind of in a position where a lot of people do hate on him, and I definitely know what that's like. I've been there before, and as I said, he brings up some really good points about his past playing with Team Liquid. He was a top performer when he was on that team. He also did that Philadelphia thing, didn't drop a map, so I feel like if somebody did give Caffrey a chance and he really did grind and expanded his hero pool, he could potentially make the Overwatch League, because he is mechanically skilled. We can't deny his aim. It is good. And I think it would just be funny to have Caffrey in the Overwatch League anyways, but let's go ahead and move on now to the next player, guys. And we have Calvin. Now, Calvin is super popular. Everyone knows who he is, and I've even made a video in the past, is Calvin good enough for the Overwatch League? And simply put, the answer to that is yes, he is good enough. Out of all of the Overwatch streamers who really haven't played professionally, at least in a long time, I know Calvin did play as a pro like 2 years ago, but let's be honest, he's completely transitioned into a full-time streamer. Unlike XQC, who has recently competed in the World Cup and can be considered a pro player still, Calvin just simply is not. He is a streamer. Out of all of the Overwatch streamers, he is the absolute best. There's no doubt about that. He's extremely flexible. His aim is amazing. He has good communication when he wants to. Just overall, seeing Calvin in the Overwatch League would be super exciting because I think he would be able to stand up to some of the best DPS. Of course, though, it's something we won't know unless he actually joins the league. But he has expressed himself in tweets, on his stream, pretty much everywhere, that he has no interest in joining the Overwatch League, unfortunately. Maybe one day he'll change his mind, you never know, but that's it for Calvin. Let's go ahead and move on. Our next player up is going to be ML7. Now, recently he's come to fame. A lot of people have been saying his Ana is incredible, and if Ana was a huge role in the Overwatch League, he would definitely be able to stand up to the best. Now, personally, I'm not gonna lie, I have not watched his stream too much, but from what I have seen, he is a really good Ana. And well, he was live, guys, so I asked him on his stream if he would want to join the Overwatch League, and this was his response.
Hey, Michael. Oh, thank you for including me on that list. By the way, keep up the good content, man. Right now I want to finish my studies this year, Michael. So I want to finish my studies because I'm in 4th year law school, and I will see if I will pursue a career in playing competitively next year. So right now I'm just trying to expand my hero pool and show people that I'm not only another one trick. Finishing my studies this year. And in 1 year, I'm gonna decide, either become a lawyer, either remain in streaming, or try to go pro.
So there it is, guys. ML7's response to joining the Overwatch League. He needs to expand his hero pool a little bit, and once he's done with school, he will see where his life is at and if he wants to pursue a pro career. And that's going to be it for him. Let's go ahead and move on now to the next player. And that's going to be Eamon. Now, I'm sure most of you know who Eamon is, but for those who do not know Eamon, he is an ex-professional player. He competed with Selfless Gaming alongside Sinatra and Defran when they had their huge rise to fame in North America. Now, personally, I always felt that Eamon was a big part of that team. I know everybody gave the credit to Defran and Sinatra. They were the hard DPS carries. But to be honest, on that Selfless comp, there was a huge X factor, and it was always Eamon on Roadhog. And to be honest, if you go and look back at all their matches, whenever Eamon was popping off, which usually was almost every single game, they were winning. And then if Eamon had a bad game, they wouldn't win. And that's why I consider him the X factor. If he played good, they won. If he played bad, they lost. And the fact that they were winning all the time means he was always playing good. And he just didn't get the credit he deserved. And unfortunately for him, he wasn't considered for a lot of the Overwatch League teams and wasn't even considered for contenders teams. So he kind of got forced out of professional play. I went on his stream and I asked him if he wanted to play in the Overwatch League, and his response was kind of sad. Let's go ahead and roll it.
He's asking for a comment before making a video. Wait, he's not Kotaku? Nah, I'm good. I just like streaming. I've been on the scene for too long. But I like to be on the video, of course, but I've been on the scene for way too long. More kill him. So, not even worth it. I love streaming. That's it.
So as I said, it's kind of sad, you know, it seems like he's facing the fact that he's never going to make the league or just not get a chance because he hasn't played as a pro in such a long time, which honestly I feel like he could still try. I mean, Defran is going to. Sure, many could say, yeah, Defran was better, but still, if Eamon really grinded hard and eventually got a tryout, you never know if he can make it. And I know he was good, guys. I played against him a ton when he was a pro, and when I was a pro, he could do it. But it's also not sad that he does enjoy streaming and that he loves his career right now, so good for him. Let's go to move on. So before we get to our last streamer that needs to join the Overwatch League, let's just go over some honorable mentions. First, we have Gale Adelaide. Now, I know some of you guys might think he's controversial and he might not be that great, but he has been top 500 throughout his entire career, and I could see him potentially getting a tryout. Moving on next, we have Harblu. Now, Harblu's had a long professional career, and I feel like he's sort of in the same boat as Eamon, just a little less skilled in my opinion. And one difference I think there is between Harblu and Eamon is that Harblu has had chances to join contenders teams, and at the end of the day, I just don't think he has performed. Another honorable mention we have is Seagull. Now, of course, Seagull did play in Season 1 of the Overwatch League, and he decided to retire himself. And that's why we're just going to leave him as an honorable mention just because he did play, and I feel like going into Season 3, then we would want to put him on a list like this. And then the last honorable mention we have is Brandito. Now, if Brandito was a little more of a popular streamer, I would have put him on this list. I do think his Doomfist is utterly insane, and he did just win the Open Division Season 3. And if given a chance on Overwatch League team, I think he would pop off on Doomfist. I don't know about his other heroes, so that's why we're going to keep him as an honorable mention. And now moving on to the last player, guys, of course, we have XQC. Now, sure, XQC did play in Season 1 of Overwatch League, but like what, 4 or 5 games, guys, and he was on the Dallas field, the biggest disappointment at the time. I really do feel like we need to see XQC compete in the Overwatch League at least one more time where he can stay out of trouble so we can see his true skill and how good he actually is. That's the big problem with XQC. We never really knew how good he was. He had so many issues outside of the game standing in his way, and unfortunately it seemed like Blizzard just forced him out of the league. And honestly, there's not too much to talk about when it comes to XQC. We all know the guy's a good player, he's entertaining, and he could be deadly in the league just if he could control his emotions and not cause so much drama. The question of him joining Overwatch League Season 2 has not been answered. It is possible. I think it's less likely to happen, but you never know, guys, and that's going to be the list. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment letting me know if I missed out on anybody you enjoy watching. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, click that red subscription box. And now lastly, guys, I am going to be live on Twitch tonight, celebrating my birthday by dropping a massive leak about an expansion team and who they are picking up. So if you guys want to hear about that and hang out on my birthday, come check out my stream, follow it so you know when I'm live. It's going to be later tonight. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.